there, Knights. It's Carly
and Silas,
and welcome to Nightly News number 2. Now let's take it to Sam and Gilbert
for a story on testing.
Hey Knights, it's Sam.
And Gilbert. As y'all know, testing is coming up. Let's go get some more information about it and see what you guys could do to prepare.
All right, so testing, currently we are finishing up our access test. We had about 150 students testing and we're just about to wrap that up. Then coming up in March, early March through right before spring break, all the juniors, every single junior in the building will have to take their science assessment, the science SBA. That's about a 3-hour session, so it will take most of the morning. Then we have a few makeups for our seniors out there that are coming up in March. And April, that's our big one. That's our part test for all our freshmen, sophomores, and juniors in an English and a math class. So that's going to start about April 16th through early May. Okay, so that one takes quite a while because there's 3 different sessions. And then most of the school will go into their EOCs. So that's almost every single class from your core classes to your elective classes taking an EOC. And that will probably start early May through the end of the school year. So make sure that you're here, make sure that you're on time so that we don't have to pull you out of class for makeups. And we're working on getting some prizes for everybody who's here, maybe some food from the food trucks, maybe some McDonald's, different prizes to encourage you to come to your test session. And Mr. Wall, we're hoping that he'll continue with his pancake making during those important test dates. So we look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, come see us.
Hope you guys are ready for testing.
Signing off for the Nightly News, this has been Gilbert.
And Sam.
What's up, Knights? We know it's a new year. We're sure everyone has New Year's resolutions, so let's go around and see how everyone's been keeping up with it.
What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to graduate high school in the top 10% and start college with a 3.5.
Hey, nice to know young. I'm here to give you a couple tips on how to keep your New Year's resolutions. Tip number 1, stay consistent with your New Year's resolution. 2, set reminders. Tip number 3, set a short-term goal and a long-term goal. What's your New Year's resolutions?
This year for 2018, I'm hoping to gain a few pounds, maybe beef up with fat, not muscle. Try to do maybe 10 pounds a month. I'm also planning on getting in a couple little small skirmishes with my advisors and administrators. And then with my wife, I'm hoping to create some tension between us so that we grow farther apart as the year continues.
Whether you're looking for treasures or fitness, make a better you in 2018.
Now let's take it
to the blackout.
What's going on, Knights? It's Italy, and welcome to this week's edition of The Blackout. HOSA travels up to Bernalillo for state next weekend. Our club is hosting this year's silent auction on February 8th and 9th. Students and staff are invited to visit the lecture hall to browse artwork and place bids. Starting bids are as low as $1. Our freshmen and sophomores will be selling Valentine's grams. You can pre-order today through the 13th, and they will be selling them in the Commons. Student Council travels up to Bernalillo next week to compete for state. And now for Men of Floss, here's Brenda, Karina, and Fernie.
Hey Knights, it's Karina,
Brenda,
and Fernie.
We're gonna start a new segment called Mental Floss.
We'll be bringing you guys the most fantastic facts there are.
so enjoy!
Did you know groundhogs speak a language called groundhogese?
Did you know that you can't talk and inhale?
Did you know during your lifetime you will produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools?
Did you know cows kill more people than sharks?
Did you know that a duck's quack doesn't echo?
Did you know that the bloodhound is the only animal whose evidence is admissible in court? Did you know that Punxsutawney Phil is the name of our famous groundhog? He's over 100 years old.
So go ahead. So you guys get the point. This has been Mental Floss. We'll see you guys next time. This has been Fernie and my crew behind you. Later.
Ethan, Angel, Russell, and Michael bring you a new segment called How To.
Hi, my name is Soda Can, famous SoundCloud rapper. Follow me, please. You might be wondering, how do you be cool, Soda Can? I'll tell you with these 5 simple steps, right? Gotta have cool clothes. Check this out, check this out. $800 Yeezys right here. $100 per sock. Supreme, Louis Vuitton, $1,000. Shirt, I got it from Marshall's, like $6. But this jacket, $200. Babe, this is designer right here. This, also from Marshall's. Cloud goggles, the essentials of being a SoundCloud rapper.
Ha! Look at that loser eating alone. He's so lonely it started to rain. What a loser. Never ever eat alone if you want to be a cool kid. Wow, look at these cool kids. Wait a second. What's that? That's definitely not a cool kid. Don't be like him.
Hey dude,
Look, it's Cool Kid playing sports. Wait a second, he threw it to nobody. That's not a cool kid. Always play sports with somebody if you want to be a cool kid.
I'm glad you could join me for my 5 tips on how to be cool. But if you want to truly be cool, follow my SoundCloud, please.
Rosa and Cesar bring you a new segment called This Day in History.
Welcome, Knights. This year, Nightly News is adding a new segment called This Day in History, where we will be stating events on this day back in history.
February 2nd is the 33rd day of the year. 1901, Queen Victoria's funeral took place in St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle, England. 1876, baseball's National League forms with teams in Boston, Chicago, Cincinnati, Hartford, Louisville, New York, Philadelphia, and St. Louis. 1942, U.S. auto factory switched from commercial to war production. 1653, New Amsterdam becomes a city later named New York. Famous birthdays. On this day in 1947, the 6-time Golden Globe Award nominee, American actress, model, and artist Farrah Fawcett was born in Corpus Christi, Texas. Shakira, age 40, the Colombian singer/songwriter, was born in 1977. 10 years later, her husband, Gerard Piqué, age 30, the Spanish professional football player who plays with Barcelona and the Spain national team, was also born.
And those are some of the events that happened on this day back in history. See you next time. For Nightly News, this has been Rosa.
Welcome to the Nightlights. Our boys basketball travels up to Carlsbad today to play at 7. Our girls, on the other hand, play at the Castle, so you should come support at 7. The wrestling team has a tournament tomorrow at 9 at Centennial. Stay tuned, because coming up next week we will talk about all spring sports. Our softball girls open up their season against Centennial at the Field of Dreams at 5. Make sure to go support them. This wraps up the Night Lights and the Blackout. Have a great weekend.
Thank you guys for watching this week's edition of Nightly News. Signing off, this has been Carly.
And Silas.
See you Knights next week.